hurricane season, we talk about hurricane preparedness. However, humans aren't the only ones that need to be prepared. Pet owners should have an emergency plan that includes the safety of their animals and always be informed about the potential for evacuation in their area. Dr. Webster from Tampa Veterinary Hospital is here to share tips to keep your pets safe. Dr. Webster, good to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
So what can we do now to prepare for the storm?
The best thing I can say as far as preparing for the storm is please have a plan of where you are going with your pet. And I think
a lot of people don't know.
No, and they haven't thought about it. In Hillsborough County, we have 4 shelters, but they're primarily designed for people who are going to be in evacuation zones.
Right.
In Pinellas, you have to reserve a spot. But please contact, family or friends out of the area. Try and do it before the season. But right now we're still in season, so please give them a call and have a plan and watch the Weather Channel. But your pet needs to be microchipped.
Right, and wherever you live in this country, I mean,
yes,
these
please.
places are set up and make this plan. Now you say, whatever you do, do not leave your pet home alone during a storm.
No, please don't. I mean, bring your pet with you, and that's the importance of having your plan for your pet. And bring your pet, have items with you. You need to know what their vaccination status is because you need to prove that they're vaccinated to go into shelters.
Or else they can't get in.
Correct.
Okay, good to know. How important is the microchipping? I
like the microchip, especially because if your pet escapes for some reason, because you haven't planned all the way, we can typically get your pet reconnected with you. And having them have a leash, a collar for a dog, a cage for a bird, we have a cage for cats, and having a hurricane kit really helps.
Well, let's talk about that kit, because this is something we should all be doing now.
Yes.
Not when the forecaster comes on and says it's coming.
Correct.
Let's do this afternoon. What should we have in there?
I think would be really important is to have some bandage material, and that would be vet wrap, have some gauze, have some things to clean a wound, some peroxide, some alcohol, and some ointment to put on a wound if that occurred, and have at least 2 weeks of medication for your pet, and have at least 2 weeks of food and water. Okay. And a carrier and some kind of a way to identify that this is your pet. If you can bring a picture of your pet, that would be spectacular too.
Now, what cautions do we have to take after the storm?
After the storm, say that unfortunately you're one of the folks that hadn't planned. Please go to Animal Services here in Hillsborough County to look for your pet. But make sure that you have a garbage bag to clean up the area, leash and collar to walk your pet safely outside. Bring batteries for a flashlight, because you don't want to have candles burning if we don't have electricity, because this cute little kitten could jump up on a table and knock a candle over and create a fire. So and we've done a lot on our blog to make sure that all these items are listed too, so at tampavet.com.
Well, I'm curious, is it there are some people shelters that will allow you to bring your pets.
Correct.
But they're very few and far between?
Yes.
So are shelters then expected to take your pet if you can't travel with it?
You can at some of the shelters in Hillsborough County. Not all the time are you the one caring for the pet. So you need to have an ample size crate that your pet can lay down, stretch out in, leash and collar, as I was saying, and have a plan of what your pet eats, bring the right food, tell them the amounts, and have bowls for them too.
Okay, Dr. Melissa Webster, really good advice. And we're going to have all your information on our website, which is daytimeonline.tv. And if you go there, we will have your blog as well, and it'll have all this laid out for our friends at home.
That's excellent.
And thank you for being such a good kitty. And this little kitty's up for adoption, by the way. We will be right back with more Daytime, so stick around.